We have finally tracked down and captured a spawn of Notanaka. This great spawn is a known deific being. It absorbs souls as well as the corruption. All hail Zuktmoy. All hail the reordering of the multiverse.
Hey, question. So these things are in those little nodes, right?
Yes?
Why don't we just seal them off?
Closing portals, I'm not sure.
Just destroy the thing in the ground. Wouldn't that do it? Oscar, you were there. Could we do it?
This last one is called the Breath of a Dying Star. It lives in the air node. Apparently it is from some ravaged world where all the planets in the solar system... I understand these words, I just don't understand what they mean together. Were eaten by a gigantic black hole, and the surface of the world was stripped clean, and this creature was part of the winds that destroyed this world. It's called an Athul. Very interesting.
If by interesting you mean evil and should be destroyed.
Oh, yes, yes. Very interesting. Apparently these 4 creatures have taken to accepting souls as offerings quite well.
Then we need to get there and stop these things.
And the corruption of the elemental plane is spreading at a rate that soon shall be at critical juncture to transplant them back from whence they came.
What does that mean?
From whence they came. Ptolemy's gonna roll a... He gets a 40 on his occultism check. They're going to send these creatures back.
With what purpose?
Their corruption will spread through fire, earth, air, and water. The very building blocks of the plains shall be remade in her image.
So she's got plague bearers.
Yeah. We gotta make sure they don't get out of them portals.
Yeah, it's a problem. Well, got work to do.
Okay, question.
Oh, look at this. Leviathan scratched out, slain by heroes.
It's probably my arrows that did it.
Crusher
Have we killed a Leviathan?
thinks, yeah, you have memories of getting swallowed by a gigantic whale and punching it from the inside out.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
You remember there was a joke about a second blowhole.
It's probably looks at Shadows like, I mean, you said the joke about the second blowhole.
I'm not blowing anything. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Still an asshole.
Does that mean that we've been in the water plane?
Looks like these creatures are scratched off for the ones we've dealt with.
No, not all of them. This one, apparently the phoenix went mad and kept on blowing itself up, and it undid its own corruption each time, only to be corrupted again because it couldn't escape. And, well, it never got to critical mass.
Remember Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember a phoenix, but there's probably more than one. And I really hope there is.
Oh,
Hey, randomly. Hey, randomly. So. How do we kill it? Alright.
Alright, so...
Four baddies, and we could go in there and kill them. Sounds like a quest for a paladin, hey? Maybe we dropped one of the gems inside of these places.
It's possible. Are we ready?
Just a question out of curiosity. Crusher has a movement speed of 60. How long would it take him to run to Nub, grab the weapon, and run back here?
So it's a day of walking. It's 8 hours. You travel slightly faster than a man. So
Twice as fast as a man.
Well, no, actually a little bit more than that. Men move at 25. So it would be like 3.5 hours.
There and back with a sword?
Yeah. Oh no, 3.5 hours. It would take you 8 hours. Yeah.
A day. I could get Krieger's sword, but it would take me a day. I'll be back before the sun sets.
In good conscience, we don't have a day.
Find and start identifying some of these things.
That is something that we can do. Ptolemy, we should get to work.
What are you doing? What?
Identifying the items from
Oh yes.
yesterday's adventures.
Yes, I certainly, most certainly. Yes. Darian walks up to Oscar and just taps him on the shoulder.
Yep.
Don't you have something that you should be trying to open right now?
Alright, but if I explode, I'm going to explode all over you. Dwarf bits everywhere, chunks of beard in your mask.
The answerer can dispel magic. You're saying that this magic trap is magic?
Yeah.
Then I'll get ready to dispel the magic if I see it trying to kill you. Sound
I
fair?
can help you, I can help you with that. I'll try anyways. Try my best.
I don't want to die.
He's going to try to counteract the Finger of Death spell on the box.
Shadow's going to try to aid.
Okay.
28.
Give me a second. I need to figure out the DC. So Oscar takes out this big metal box that you got from Falrant's room.
Yep. It's a DC on that puppy.
Finger of Death is a 7th level spell, so the DC to get rid of the trap is 31.
Missed it by 2.
So you do aid.
Okay.
It has to be 10 within 10?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Fox is saying it really sounds like the Queen of Fungi was trapped purposefully, then manipulated to make this plan.
Yeah, I was reading that. I was like,
It's not the craziest thing I've ever heard. It's about the least crazy thing I ever heard.
It's a good question why the lords above and below are allowing this to happen, but a lot of the names on the list so far were demons.
Yeah, Wither King, I was trying to aid. Oscar's the one that does this.
Yeah. Here, sorry, I'm just before I do the action, I want to like finish prepping Alkur's spells.
Yeah, no, take your time. Take your time. It's not like we're streaming or anything. Yeah, who knows how many people are watching?
The biggest dong, just for you.
Hey, what's that? What's on your face? Oh.
Okay. We're gonna take spell rack just because it sounds terrible. And we'll just do a lightning bolt 5th level. Alright. We'll let this ride. Okay, alright. Now Usker is going to attempt to disarm the trap.
Okay.
Because then we can start to really play 11, 12, 13.
Oscar
14.
captures a small spider, which he's got in a glass that he's got crawling around on the trap, and he's going to try to like short out the trap and make the finger of death go onto the spider instead of any one of you.
31.
Oh yeah! Whoa! Oh, the necromantic magic flying around the glass. It kills the spider. It kind of twitches. It kind of curls up a little bit, and there's a sort of a necromantic spark, and then there's really bad death smell coming from the box.
All right, now that sucker doesn't reset.
It does not reset.
There's an amazing lock on this thing.
Yep, and there's an amazing lock.
This one of those DC 40 locks.
Correct.
Hey, Shadow, give me your key.
Oh my, yeah.
No, hold that on me. Give me your fucking key.
God damn it. 5 gold.
Oscar's going to use Shadow's skeleton key to knock the.
I'd like to aid.
Yeah, you can aid.
33.
Okay, you aid +1.
Okay, so I'll roll, and whenever it's within 1, you'll roll. Okay? Coming?
Got it.
Okay, so 1 success. Not a critical failure, so we're at 1.
Wait, I could try to aid.
You could try to roll on this one. If you critically aid. As a success.
Oh, it's 40? God damn.
Yeah.
35.
I don't know how much. That's regular.
Yeah, it's regular aid.
Okay, so we're at 1, 2, 3.
3. Yes.
Well, wasn't that hard?
Well, I'm just really good at this. Throw with a fucking thank you every now and then.
While you're talking, Status stands above you. He's like, it's all me.
Pardon my manners. Thank you for opening the strange box.
Alright, now you're not allowed to smash the golden skull that's inside here.
How do you know it's a golden skull?
I don't. I remembered it.
No, it was an imp. Remember the imp that was talking its mouth off? You know, the one I shot through the wall? It was talking about a golden skull. Golden skull.
He goes like this and points at Oscar, points at Shadow, and takes a step back and is just sort of pacing while you guys are fiddling around. There's a crushed velvet, purple velvet inside, and there is a purpley remember bolt of silk that is wrapped around something.
Remember the golden skeleton lich?
Okay. Carefully kind of move the silk across, out of the way.
Okay. You see a brilliant and beautiful. Oops. Alkur? No, I want a golden skull.
There's a brilliant and beautiful golden Alkur inside.
Ooh.
There's a beautiful half skull, or like the skull missing its lower jaw. There, what isn't depicted here, or is only quasi depicted here, is that there is a there are depressions that are not filled that look like the diadem around the top of the golden skull has 4 depressions. Oscar pictures that 4 gems fit inside of those.
Yeah, that's where gems go. Those are definitely where inlets are. Guessing they'd be elemental gems based on where we found it from the thing.
When you had opened the box and sort of uncovered it, like the paladin stopped, has his hand on the hilt of his sword, and is just staring at the box now, kind of squaring off at it like it's an enemy. There is definitely evil coming out of that.
Well, maybe it belongs in the museum. Where they study things so that we know how to better defeat them. And then there's like a admission fee for upkeep. Alkur will peek around Oscar. That thing looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm none too happy about this. But is this thing significant? They did go through an awful, well...
Yes.
I think it's called, and Ptolemy goes rifling through the papers that he's got. I think they call it the Orb of Golden Death. See? I don't want to read their foul scribblings.
Orb of Golden Death. It definitely has an ill sound. Do I know anything about Orb of Golden Death?
Arcana?
Alright.
Number 1 paperweights.
34.
It is related to the temple.
Okay.
In fact, you may have seen this orb in some of the stained glass.
Alright, and we'll do a Lord Temple Elemental Evil.
The orb with the 34, has powers when the elemental gems are placed back inside its skull.
Have we seen these elemental gems, or do they mean something like the basic ones?
Nope.
This gem this golden orb skull requires gemstones to feed it. It is powered by them. It is ill.
You know that the Orb of Golden Death was created by both Zuktmoy and Iuz working together.
It is pictured on the third panel of the third window. Zuktmoy is clutching it.
Without the gems, it has limited powers. However, those of chaos and evil would see the possessors of the orb as a great leader of their cause.
It is a symbol for those who are chaotic and evil. It could be used to manipulate those within the temple rather effectively.
This thing is oozing with evil. How do we destroy it?
How do we destroy it? Was that the question?
Yep.
Well, we could just kill all the evil things, and then it just becomes a fancy jewel skull.
Wait a second. Darian pulls out the old scroll that was delivered to him by Canoness Ydey. Read this.
All right. Ancient note from Canoness. Many now have gone to die in water, flame, earth, or sky. They did not bear the key of old that must be found, the orb of gold. This is the gold orb. We need it based on this note. Beware, my friend, for you shall fall unless you have the wherewithal to find and search the boxes for, and then escape forevermore. With the key, you might succeed. Throw down her power and greed. Destroy the key when you're done, then rejoice, the battle won. I got one question. Once we've won the battle, then why do we have to break the fancy, expensive key?
Because it's evil.
But all the people around it are dead, so...
If there's any gold left and the gold's not evil, you can keep the gold. Not that you haven't dragged out enough treasure, ill-gotten as it is. Oh, yes,
I'm gonna look past the insults and just agree on the gold that's left over.
Unky Dwarf, I don't think you're going to win this one.
He puts his hand out for a shake.
If it's not evil.
Strongly evil?
You're not keeping anything with evil taint. And I will be the judge of it.
Alright. You'll be the judge of it.
He shakes your hand.
It's his nose that he uses to smell the evil, right?
This is fantastic. Now what do we do? Now what do we do with this box?
Burning sulfur around Darian.
What do we do with the skull?
Obviously, we need it to successfully interact in the Thor nodes. The message.
Yes, I was looking at that.
This is the key. We have to go to the boxes with magic locks. This skull might actually open the
Might unlock
doors that we've seen.
It might unlock them, allow us to go in.
Yes.
But how do we survive? The fire, the water. We need spells.
Well,
Didn't you say that crab thing went into the fire plane?
yes, it did. I only got to look at it for a moment before,
You said we needed some kind of key or rod.
Yeah, not that skull though. It was more like a lockpick, but kind of.
Did you drop one of your keys in there? Give me mine. So why don't we go and ask them a few questions? See what I did there? I said ask instead of ask.
Yeah. Well, we need to stop them from sacrificing the innocents from the circus.
We'll go ahead and identify the items. We might be able to use some of this crap.
Well, that's a bag of holding, that's a ring of sustenance, and...
Start putting it on. Never know when this crap's gonna come useful. Does this ring of sustenance make you breathe?
No. And you need to wear it for a week before it takes effect. Who needs resistance from fire?
Whoever's gonna go into the fireplace.
I don't want to go into any fireplaces.
I must agree that going into a fireplace sounds mighty less than spectacular. The boots of flying. They give you fly, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Boots.
Winged boots.
Or winged boots. Oh,
You talking about the gargoyle cloak?
Yeah. Winged boots.
I think you already have some winged boots, don't you?
We have one in the treasure pile.
Well, let's put them on someone. So the winged boots.
Darian.
Yeah, the vest of the feathered wonder treat as winged boots. So Darian already has a vest that gives him flight.
So I'm thinking Krieger for the Hammer Bros.
Krieger.
It's just
Yeah.
the brawly bros of, oh my god, they're in your face and they're beating on you.
Okay, and then a +2 item bonus to saving throw is not that bad as well for Krieger.
Yep.
I agree with that.
I'm pasting it. Yeah.
All
I'll let you update his saves though.
Okay. The fire resistance ring should go on somebody. Who gets fireballed. Alkur already has a fire resistance. Does Ptolemy?
Yeah, Ptolemy might not survive one of those puppies.
Ptolemy has a greater ring of electricity resistance.
Okay, well this is a ring of fire resistance.
Okay. Greater?
I believe it's greater. Is it?
Yeah.
It's the 10th level item.
Yeah.
Alright. The next in the list, the bag of holding goes on to another looty person. Or,
I'll give my type 1 and take the type 2 for Shadow.
sure, upgrade yours to a type 2. And then we will
So change yours to type 1. Or change the treasure sheet to a type 1.
I'm kind of thinking Alkur would be good so he can put his big ass book in there.
Yep, that's fine. So add
Can you carry it?
add a type 1 to Alkur sheet. I deleted it from the treasure sheet.
Okay.
Page 600.
So are we going to go into these nodes and fight the evil creatures there, or...
Well, is there a way to drag him out? First things first, we need to stop them in their tracks when it comes to their current plan. So we automatically identify the level 11 items, correct?
Yep.
That heavy mace.
Okay, so it is a +2 striking, fiery, unholy heavy mace.
Oh, that is such a good weapon that Darian's around.
And then the greater goggles of night, I think dark vision-ish type stuff.
Krieger.
Krieger gets dark vision when he rages.
Darian. Ptolemy. Darian's always got light on.
Yeah, Ptolemy will take those.
Because you can cast spells from a
That
distance.
little whippersnapper can, start whipping the snaps.
And they kind of give me googly eyes.
There are goggles of the sea invisibility. Those are useful. We'll go after it one at a time.
The heavy mace, I don't see. Is it still a weapon?
Oh, did I describe it wrong?
Well, it's fine. It's a
mace then.
It's a mace?
Yeah.
Okay. So a mace is a simple weapon.
Shadow wants to grab the Ring of Sustenance. Fuck, going hungry again.
So is Alkur the expert in simple weapons? No, Ptolemy also has expert in simple weapons.
Ptolemy has an expertise in simple weapons. Oscar is an expert in, I think, finesse weapons. So the mace does not count for that. But it's still really good.
It's heavy though. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, the strength score in this really does matter for,
Yep. Ptolemy doesn't want to use a big mace. Big.
I think we're gonna. I think it's on the to repass around the room.
Deconstruct and move the runes around. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I will move that down to your crafting pile.
So you gain expert proficiency in simple weapons. It's an agile or finesse weapon. Yeah. Okay. Then there's swimming potions. When we go to the water plane, we're drinking those. We can just put a note for use in water plane. Greater acid flasks. Let's take a crack at the bracers.
Bracers of armor. Type 2.
Yeah.
Okay, Ptolemy's Arcana is at plus 21.
DC is 32.
And add one for Alkur aiding, and if you could roll on it.
D20 plus 22. Oh yeah.
Okay, you identify the bracers?
Bracers of armor type 2. AC and saves. Oh.
The ring you don't identify.
I think Crusher would like
crystal ball you don't. The prince's armor.
Yes, please identify that.
If you guys don't mind, Crusher
Failed.
will take the amulet.
34. DC 38.
The amulet of which?
Bracers of armor.
Yeah, you can. You do get attacked a lot, but you have to come save us if we start getting attacked.
All right, so bracers of armor, I think, go on Alkur.
Crusher was saying he wanted.
Okay, Crusher got it. Oh yeah, fucking monk, no armor. +2 item bonus to saving throw as well is pretty good. Okay, you don't know what the armor does. You know it's high grade cold iron. It's got runes on it.
Yep.
He's. I will drop the Earth Temple's curate's robe. Brace of armor type 1.
Okay.
Okay. And is it just brace of armor plus 1, or are they doing something else?
Just brace of armor type.
Okay.
Type 1. That's it.
All right. So you divvy up some of the items. You guys don't play with the brains in the jars or anything like that.
Well, no, we have to save the one so we can stick it back into Crusher's body so that we can have Mecha Crusher.
Fucking Crusher monster. So, what is our plan today, gentlemen? And what are we doing with this?
Well, it's good. I kindly recommend that I hold on to it for safekeeping. Unless you'd like to hold on to it. You're... Come on, you can trust me.
Very well, but if you go evil, you're going to answer to my sword.
Because it's the answer.
You know, you're kind of a prick, right?
It does not matter.
Ain't nothing wrong with a prick. Okay, we'll put away we'll wrap up the skull and put it into the bag.
Shadow's taking the ring of sustenance.
Okay, even through the wrappings, when you go in to touch the skull, to be free of all rules and conventions. Just tantalizing. When you touch the skull, you know several things about it.
No.
And I'm just looking up a spell name because they changed the name of the spell. Is there a poison spell anymore?
I believe there is. There's I have a scroll of it. It's called like Purple Worm thing.
Oh, did they?
Some stupid nonsense. Purple Worm Sting.
What level is it?
6.
Okay. Oscar knows that at will with the skull he can cast Purple Worm Sting.
That's a touch spell.
Also at will, you can cast...
At will?
Yes.
Wow.
You know that you can cast, I believe it's still called Zone of Truth.
Cool. Yeah, there is one. It's an uncommon spell.
And that the Zone of Truth, creatures of chaos and evil get no save.
Is it? Do they have to be and, or is it or?
End. They can roll for crits and crit failures, but they get no save. They always fail. And it's probably under deity, like non-mythic kind of thing.
Like so, if they are chaotic evil,
Yes,
they
they get no save.
they can't lie.
I have a question. Ulgrist's lenses that see invisibility. Who the hell gets that?
You also know that this thing is a key, and that
Right.
it is somehow connected to the throne on the uppermost level of the temple.
Like on the main floor.
On the main floor, yeah. Area of the temple you guys never really explored.
Yeah.
Kind of went, oh, there's a throne over there. Let's go through the side doors.
Fuck it. Take the janitor's closet.
You catch glimpses of the powers, bewildering as they may be, if you have the gems, something about walking on air, causing earthquakes, great pillars of flame and walls of ice, and servants clawed forth from the abyssal plane.
If I were to scoop out a little bit of the base of this thing, could I wear it as a hat?
No, it's only like I don't know, pomegranate size. So you'd have to shrink your head pretty hard.
Hey, look at the jaw. Does it look like it can be attached on, or does it look like it's not there?
Like, does it look like there's a hinge that it can go onto? Does it, you know what I mean? Like,
Does it look like there's another piece to it?
Are you having a problem there, Oscar? As Oscar like paused for a moment, and he's got the thing in his hands. The paladin breathing down your neck, literally.
When I hold this, evil and unlawful beings are unable to lie to me. And it does more than that. And then Oscar puts it down, and he opens up the box, and he puts it in the box again.
Okay.
And then we close the box, and we put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Because in the box, it didn't do the things.
Well, that
so,
was tense.
Yeah. It's a pretty skull, but it does like god stuff, so...
Ooh, another artifact! Ptolemy's clapping his hands. What do you mean another? Well, the answer is sort of artifact-ish.
There are a few artifacts in play.
And?
They are impressive.
What other
Bits of
artifacts
creation.
are in play? Ptolemy's like scratching the back of his head.
there are no artifacts in play.
Well, this thing
These are the
protects us
artifacts
from
that-
a goddess. It might be a minor artifact, like just a little wee artifact. And... well, I think that's it.
Depends on what you classify as an artifact. If it has to be a being of a god, then
I'm guessing the creepy book.
the creepy book is definitely an artifact.
Just...
it is tantalizing and terrifying.
Not... that first word bothers me, the second one doesn't.
It bothers me as well.
We've probably played with these things before, haven't we? Darian's staring into the fire
Yes.
now.
I know that in the past you have been convinced of reading the book. Now, either your judgment was poor then, or the justification was legitimate.
Same goes to you, Alkur. You turn evil, you're going to answer to the answerer.
Understood. Blessings be that of civilization.
What's the plan now?
Save the innocents with which we've put in harm's way. Try to find the mage and extract his spellbook from him. Then somehow both get to Omelette in time to stop the pumpkin seed, as well as return to use the key to defeat the seeds of destruction.
It sounds like, as much as I'm loath to admit, this teleport spell would allow us instantaneous travel.
Relatively instantaneous.
This sounds like the most important thing.
It is. It would allow us to travel 100 miles in a moment. That being said, how far away is Hamlet from here? Because they did nerf the range quite a bit.
Yeah. Yes. Let's have a look at the Runerak map, shall we?
Because what might become if at 7th it's 1,000 miles. At 6th it's 100 miles.
I know, Hamlet was 6 days away.
It was 6 days, but it was like not through a good road.
Yeah.
So it's like with teleport, it's like it'd probably 2 or 3 teleports, I guess.
Let's see. Let me do some quick math. Of course, the road kind of went up and over. As the crow flies, you're actually closer.
Mm-hmm.
So that is about 6 days. And oh, it's just a little bit over. It's probably about the same. Traveling at like 28 miles a day times 6. Yeah, it's 2 teleports. You could get back to the moat house.
So once we get it, with the spell, I can bring myself and 4 others back to Hamlet within 20 minutes.
Or a bunch of us into the temple for a strike.
Or 4 of us, plus myself, into the temple for a strike.
I think the teleport is most effective. You could get people in and out and into safety.
Yes.
Until then, we'd have to fight an entire army. Not that we haven't done that before, but those statues, those creatures that were in stasis, says Ptolemy. Stasis.
They're definitely going to make things more difficult.
Definitely.
Trolls, bugbears, giants, those are all things that are rather effective at destroying.
I'd much prefer for us to strike where we know, to strike where we need to be, and then to get out. Is that possible with this teleport?
We would need to be within a near range. You only have precise accuracy with it when you're within a mile. The target appears at a distance of the distance from the intended destination equal to roughly 1% of the total distance traveled in a direction determined by the GM. For short journeys, this lack of precision is irrelevant, but for long distances, it could be up to 1 mile. So you have to kind of use it. If you use it like a dimension door, it's relatively precise.
Oh, so from like Null, you can't teleport into exact room. That's basically what you're saying. Oh, they've nerfed it.
Right. You have to. You need a stage, and that it's a 10-minute cast is the other part of it. It's the teleportation ritual. Humbe, 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 humbe. Ho, 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 here we go. Humbe, humbe, humbe.
Oh,
and it's still the spell we're going to quest after.
Yeah, it is still useful, even at a level higher. And then
range nerf, cast time nerf, precision nerf. You know,
Fucking nothing.
it's still the best.
Something bad has happened in the multiverse to get it to this point.
Yep. So we need to find a way to get this spell.
It's an amazingly powerful spell.
All right, well then I'm ready.
Unfortunately, for me to cast it, I will have to be a bit more curious of my surroundings.
Ptolemy, you can cast that veil spell on us again. Oh, yes. Appearing like bugbears of the Greater Temple, given that they still have some, did get us in, or did get us out.
Yeah, worked pretty good, didn't it?
Indeed it did. Yeah, I'll take that as a compliment. It was. Oh, compliment taken. Not sure why that ended with a slurping noise, but it's the least of our worries. Indeed.
One less thing to worry about.
Yes. All right. One more time into the breach.
Quick question. 2 quick questions. One, if I have a reach weapon and I grow in size, does that weapon's size increase? So Crusher has a Ransuer, grabs a Ransuer. So he has a 10-foot reach. When he grows, does that become a 15-foot reach?
Yes.
Okay. Second question. There's an item here called lenses that see invisibility, Ulgrists.
Mm-hmm.
Did we identify that as something, or?
Nope.
Shit. Okay.
Ptolemy can. With some aid, you identify it. Once per day, you can cast see invisibility.
Does Ptolemy have seen invisibility in his spell list?
He's got goggles that give him night vision. Reduction.
See invisibility is a arcane divine and cult. Yes, you could cast it.
Okay. So, do you want to put him, like, we should be putting, like, it's like Alkur, Shadow.
So Shadow
Ptolemy,
has light
maybe
arrows.
Oscar.
Shadow has light arrows. He can hit something that's invisible.
Put on Shadow.
Yep. Once a day for.
You cast see invisibility.
Okay.
I guess Darian also has the answer, so he could like try to dispel invisibility.
Oh, should we give it to Darian then? That's a pretty good choice. If he can dispel it, it's everybody's CM, right? I would still give people a mischance, wouldn't I?
I would give it to Shadow. I think Shadow murking like Darian still has to get to the caster. Shadow just has to see the caster.
Yeah.
And OneNote's having errors for me, so I have no idea how out of date mine is. Alright. So I think we leave the women guarded by the giant dire wolf, and we sneak back towards the camp, or towards the temple.
Yep.
And then when we're within a relatively short distance, we cast the veil.
All right. So, making you guys look like bugbears of the Greater Temple, you've snuck to the edge of the temple grounds, and you're approximately here. Did you drop off any treasure with the women, or?
We might as well leave them with some weapons. I think we have crossbows or something like that.
They'd have to be new ones, because we gave a whole bunch to the peasants, right? Isn't Ptolemy?
Let me check Crusher. I think he has another one. Fuck. Crusher's like, God damn it. Equipment.
We do have a heavy crossbow. So we give the woman a heavy crossbow and some bolts. We give her 20 bolts and a heavy crossbow.
Ration shouldn't be that long, right?
Yeah,
But give her 2 days ration.
Yep, and a couple of spears, because they're pretty simple to use. You poke people with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so take it off.
Oh, Maptul's having
Having a rough time?
a rough time. Yeah, moving lots of tokens around because reasons.
Interesting. See invisibility. Invisible creatures are concealed to you.
Yeah, they still have concealment, but you can see them.
Wow.
There's levels of sight.
Is there? Do you know how long? What's the activation for this item? Is it the same as a spell?
Yeah.
2 action. Cool.
All right, so you see curiously that a lot of the army has not gone back into the temple.
Let's go kill them all.
There's still a lot of them milling around outside. It's like they've set up like rough lean-tos and campfires and like they're making camp outside for whatever reason.
All right. Do we see the shaman?
You do not see the shaman.
All right.
You do see there are some ogres and trolls and some minotaurs, but you don't see the shaman. There's a hill giant.
Okay.
You do see that there are. They have filled one of the prisoner wagons with people from the carnival.
Okay. This jack-o'-lantern that's hanging out here, I'm assuming that was just an accident.
Which one? Oh, did I? Yeah. Yeah, those guys are long gone.
Because if they came back, that'd be awesome.
No.
You know,
No, they're not making it easy for you.
I forgot my car keys.
They have tied up the ghoul over here, and they filled up another prisoner wagon, and there has to be at least several dozen carnies that are in the wagons. You do see that there are guards posted. Trolls make good guards at the entrance to the carnival, to the Grand Bali Circus. There's not as many posts and like welcoming signs, but there are 2 guards standing outside. People are coming to and fro. You do see that they're bringing prisoners out of the circus. Like they seem to be in charge of the gate to the circus itself.
That's no. They're in.
What is it?
See there by the entrance to the circus.
That I do.
I'll be right back.
That is inappropriate.
Teleport scroll.
Yes.
And then that.
Agreed.
Why are they all outside?
Well, we left a mess in there. Perhaps they're worried about hygiene.
Somehow I doubt it.
Well, if you got a collector coming to pick up all little stones to bring people back again.
Yeah, do you understand what the collector means?
Well, we know that there's a guy who comes through here and picks up these little stony things and brings them back to people's.
Is that so?
Yeah, maybe. It is what I believe the soul gems are used for. To keep
Soul
the
soul
cycle
gems
going.
keep souls intact, but the bodies stay behind, right?
Yes.
Interesting. Frightening.
I suppose that's interesting if he's called the body collector and not the soul collector.
Right?
Perhaps maybe the bodies are used for something. They can be used by fell casters as components. Necromancers being the obvious example.
We're going in and we're going down to level 4 to search for the wizard's area, right?
Yes.
Who's doing the talking? And by talking, I mean bluffing. He means lying.
Bullshittery. I'm a pretty decent bullshitterer myself.
And you speak Goblin. Congratulations,
Certainly do.
you're the bullshitter.
Captain Bullshit reporting for duty, sir.
All right.
I heard those out that our friends were on the 3rd level. That's where they're being kept.
Breaking people out of jail is going to raise some alarms.
True.
I'll be safe for now.
Don't worry. I'm sure your girlfriend's okay. I mean the angel one, not the succubus. My lord, I will slap you. Yes, and you'll be raising a hand against your lord. No one will know.
Five-face God will know.
All right. I'll just make you the scarier bugbear. Ptolemy casts the veil spell, making you all look like bugbears wearing the symbol of the Zuktamoi.
Alright, so Oscar is a master of deception,
Nice.
but it's still not very charismatic.
Okay, you guys approach. Give me a survival check for, I guess, Shadow?
Adam, can you check it? I think it's a plus 30. No, 30, sorry. Plus 20, 21 or 22.
It is a plus 21. 37.
Okay. Shadow does not like the look of where the horse bodies were. It's like something came out of the temple.
Oh, wait, your mouth breathing.
Sorry.
Something came out of the temple. It kind of more like rolled out of the temple. Picked up the horse bodies, and you actually see an impression of one of the horse, like, hindquarters in the ground. Like the thing kind of rolled and slithered away.
Okay,
The imprints that are left behind by this area look like there's an amalgam of medium and large creatures that are part of the mass that is rolling around.
Marty, are you familiar with Katamari?
Huh? What?
Katamari. Give me a second. I'm finding a... It's a...
A video game?
It's a video game. Katamari Damacy. And if you just go to do like an image search on that... It's a game where you just roll the universe into a giant ball. Like you roll everything into just a giant ball.
Sure. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Although it's squeezed through the opening of the door. It didn't pick up the remains of the pumpkin pukes, but Shadow's just staring like, where do the horse bodies go? And it's like, is that a face? Is that a torso imprint? There are two Ettins that are guarding the front door, and they're just sort of one of them scratching his own back with one of his maces. And
I think we figured out what's collecting the bodies. Do you see that? Something weird is rolling out, picking up the bodies.
Hey, what? No, I wasn't talking to you. Hey, get out of here. Temple closed.
Temple not closed.
Temple closed for cleaning.
Yeah, temple goes for cleaning. I know. The collector needs help collecting.
What you know about that? Oh, the Greater
What do you mean
Temple.
what I know about that? Picking up the bodies.
Oh, no, it's doing that all by itself.
Yeah?
It don't
You
need,
open...
it don't needs no help.
Who opens the doors for it?
Oh, I don't know, maybe it's got hands, which got lots of hands. And by now it does.
Out of the way.
Huh?
Out of the way.
Give me your deception.
You realize you're far enough away from the rest of them. We're just gonna kill you, right?
You get a +4 to your deception check.
Cool. Right. And I'm looking at a terrible. Oh, this is Shadow's deception check. Oh, Shadow, you should never lie. Never try.
You get to add your level even if untrained.
I am trained. I am a master. So plus 20. 37.
Which is their DC. No, 27 is their DC. Okay.
That's a critical success.
Well, you don't want to be around and mistaken as one of the bodies. Yeah, you probably want to get down there quick.
We gotta go fast then, don't we?
It's probably done with level 1 already.
Mighty mess left there.
Oh, not no more.
Shiny clean.
Well, not. Yeah, you'll find it
Well,
yourself.
the ooze goes through next. Where's the ooze?
They shrug. They neither
Do you see that? Do you see the face of that guy? They apparently chucked him into ooze.
What guy? Torturer. Oh, yeah. Heh. Praise the Zuckboy.
Yeah. Praise. Lead us through.
All right, you guys make your way into the main floor of the temple. It's empty. There's nobody there. I will move the goblins and all the other assholes off to the
Big pile
side.
of food is gone.
Big pile of food has been mostly it's been attacked a little bit. There's still some of it left.
Oscar's gonna grab an apple.
Yep. Crunching on a Granny Smith apple.
There. Alright. So, apparently...
Looking up at all the great stained glass windows on this new day.
It's right there, see? That's the key. Third pane on the left.
You can see the skull in the hands of Iuz, the old. You can also see it there, maybe? It's not the same one, but it is a skull.
The stained glass. Yeah, it's like the third panel is there for sure. And then which panel did you think it was?
The third panel on the lower one. There's a skull, which is also the symbol of Iuz. So,
Yeah,
but
it's
it doesn't have the four.
Iuz,
Doesn't have
yeah,
the four
the
indentations.
4 notches. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. The gem notches on the skull, they're not the same as the notches on the answerer, right?
Nope.
Okay. That would be a twist and a half. All right.
Although mixing them up would be fun.
Yeah, let's put the evil stones inside the Holy Avenger.
Oscar glances at the altar, wondering what is up there.
You know what? Let's go this way. Oscar's going to lead them to
The demise. Okay, cool.
the demise. Let's go take a quick peek up here. That grand staircase goes up or down?
Down.
Okay. And then this is what exactly?
Looks like a wall.
So how do I go from here?
There's a little breach in the around the corner.
You just like you
Yeah.
kind of shuffle around
You
here.
can shuffle around there, yeah.
Okay.
The grand staircase, 20 feet wide, delves down. The stone is dull gray, but flecks of color, white, blue, red, green, and black dot the surface. It's a stone railing. You could kind of hop over the railing or
Okay.
kind of climb around the sides.
Now we never found the stairs. The other end of that staircase.
No.
Must go through one of those bronze doors or something.
The high altar. A huge bronze vessel chased with copper stands here. Its 6 legs hold it slightly more than a foot off the floor stones. The basin-like pot is 8 feet in diameter, and it's filled with old charcoal and bits of blackened bone and undefinable lumps. A piece of chain still hangs over this altar, and evidently other similar bronze vessels might have hung here at one time, but their bronze links were broken.
So that's 8?
That is 8, yes, the high altar.
Okay.
There's a dais in the northernmost part of this room. The floors, steps, and walls are black basalt, highly polished and gleaming. There are 4 steps that lead up to the upper platform of the dais, upon which sits a great throne of purplish basalt, with leering demon faces and carved grinning skulls looking down.
Does it look like there's a place for that skull to sort of go?
Nope. Above the throne, the following words in common tongue are chiseled into the curving wall behind it. I'll type this out. I'll just type it out on the...
Nikto.
The power of elemental
death brings mortals low, but raises the nameless one high.
That's a problem.
Okay. The tiles on the dais are a mishmash of, like, they're really big tiles, and each of them is made from a different colored stone.
Same as the stones that were downstairs in those hallways to the portals?
It's similar to that, yes. And let me see if I can just do this using colors from Map Tool and just the grid pattern. So... Ugh. No, I'm not going to be able to do that.
One eternity later.
Yeah, one eternity later. How am I going to do this quickly? I can make the pattern off to the side, maybe? Yeah. So there's red and red. my lines are too big. Okay. White and then green. Next row, red, brown, red. Next row, white, green, white. Next column, I mean. Brown, red, brown. And then green, white, green.
That is the ugliest plaid shirt. Like
Yeah, and then brown and then red. That's kind of like the curved back of the dais, and then the throne is actually sitting. I'll draw this
quad
in the
top.
middle. Yeah, the throne is kind of. Oh, let me get that off. The throne's kind of sitting like this. Oscar, give me a perception check, as you guys are standing kind of like along the edge of the dais.
Well, I do believe that is a trapped puzzle floor because a lot of effort went into making that.
Yeah, these are like 10-foot squares of granite, kind of like thing.
31. If it's stone based, 33, and if it's a trap, it's 34.
Okay. The floor plates do depress. Although you're not seeing what would really happen.
That's trapped. Why are we over here?
So you're getting that from the plates in the plates in the ground, like
Yep.
You're kind of looking at the green, red, white, brown, green, red pattern.
Yep.
And these all depress, and you're guessing that all of them do when you step on them. Although the trap, you're looking up, there's no obvious signs as to what happens to you.
What if I had to make a guess?
I'm getting the faint whiff of evil here, but it's not like it's a specific thing. It's like
It's like the whole temple.
it's like smelling your neighbor's chimney fire standing in their yard.
Shadow, if Shadow turns,
Hey, Ptolemy, if I turn into a werewolf, will it mess with the thing?
What
The veil? The veil?
No, but it might be weird. Clippity cloppity when there's only should be one clippity.
no, I mean like a werewolf, like a werewolf, not a wolf.
Oh, that should be fine.
You're already in the were form.
Okay. He starts sniffing around the squares, not stepping on any of them, but sniffing around like.
Okay, well, you do get a faint smell of something fungal.
There's no sense of smell of fungus here.
We're in the Temple of Fungus.
Specifically around this.
Yeah, there is sort of something leaching from the ground.
Well, if I had to guess,
I do see a pattern, though.
well, if I had to guess, you're supposed to have a fire guy, air guy, earth guy, a water guy, all kind of step on at the same time.
And then what?
Probably bow to whoever's in the chair.
This is your sort of thing. Kind of nudges you forward.
Marty, can we see the pictures on the walls again? What are they called? Not the pictures.
The windows?
Glass,
Stained glass?
They're
Yeah.
in OneNote.
Oh, they're in OneNote. Oh, would you look at that? Look at you.
Party pages, stained glass.
Nice, thank you.
I don't have those memorized. I'm not just pulling crap out of my head.
Party pages. I don't short. Sync.
Okay, well, what's Oscar
So
doing?
Oscar's going to. Well,
Ah, there it is.
we only have 1 hour for the veil before we'd have to recast it.
Let's hurry up then.
Alright, well, then we'll. Let's get ahead of the stupid collector thing. I think we're gonna we'll go down the east stairwell.
Okay, so Oscar's not gonna like try to
Fire.
We'll do that
disable
later.
a trap. Got it. Okay, you make your way down the east stairwell, delving once again into level 1 of the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Shadow, you're seeing signs of these strange tracks. They're all over the place. Like this thing is rolling around every square inch of the temple.
This thing's cleaning up.
You get to this intersection, you don't see any bodies.
Well, let's try to get ahead of it.
Let's keep moving.
We're gonna go
Okay,
down these stairs.
down those stairs to level 2.
Can you cast another veil?
He can, but why would he want to?
Well,
Okay, you just get to the edge. Like, let's go back to level 1. When you hear kind of like a sort of a massive, like, bone crunching, sort of grinding mulch.
Do we see anything when we look around the corner?
Who's looking around the corner?
Oscar?
Okay. The horror of whatever this oozy thing is, it's like a room filled of mulched up kind of moving corpses, and you can see that it is currently integrating a hydra into its mass. It is not a creature, it is like liquid corpse filling up a hallway.
Never mind. Wrong way.
Does it, Marty? Does
Oscar
it
starts
remind?
walking the way down the hallway.
Does it remind Shadow of the thing that was thrown down in the ground by the cloak thing that he had?
Thing that was thrown down.
The shaman. He was wearing a cloak, right? And he threw something down on the ground.
Yeah, no, that was the thing that he threw out on the ground was like pitch black
Oh, okay.
tar like substance.
Okay.
This is just some horror that is turning itself into a gigantic corpse ooze.
Yeah, so Oscar takes a look around the corner, and then he turns around and is like, nope, wrong way. And
another direction.
Okay, you guys pass by the area with the ghouls. The ghoul bodies are not there, nor are the harpy bodies.
Yep. I'm just gonna go this way.
So I'm just gonna expose something for you guys because it's funny. The corpses from level 1.
Wow. Wow.
That's a lot of dead guys.
Yeah, and they're all just kind of like in a big pile, somehow undulating through the dungeon.
I wonder, like the first time we went and murdered everything in this place, and they were like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, how many times has this thing had to do its job?
Well, the first time they didn't know they needed this thing.
How do you kill something like that? You could have to fight it.
Something like what?
Whatever that thing is.
What thing?
You know what I'm talking about. Stop
I
playing
didn't-
around.
I didn't see nothing.
Okay, so you guys are wandering through the temple.
Yeah, we're gonna go this way. Ooh. One down. One over. Making our way up. Yeah, we'll take this set of stairs down.
Okay. There is a short staircase that leads down. Give me a perception check for traps.
Okay. Oh, have we never taken this stair?
Nope.
Just a
There's a
short.
chance.
There's a short staircase.
Lots.
Okay. There is a trap door at the bottom of this short staircase.
Oh.
Son of a...
Yeah, it's 44.
Yeah. You put
Or 44.
any pressure greater than a halfling on the trap door, it'll open and spill you down.
Wait, is it
Damn
like
it,
a
what?
dead end, or is it?
Yeah, otherwise it's a dead end. There's some junk. That's some old trash that was just sort of thrown there, and you have the distinct smell of a lot of rat pee and like scat.
Well, this way.
Take the time for this. Let's go.
Ain't got time. But hey, Shadow, there's a bunch of rats down there. You know, when you get hungry.
He shows you the ring.
Fuck that.
You realize it takes a week before that thing, starts to function. Right?
Oh, I can wait a week, alright.
Why would you be waiting a week? Enjoy food.
Yeah. Enjoy your food, Shadow. Okay, we'll take the spiral staircase down.
Wait, why does Shadow have the item that would?
You don't know what it's like to be hungry.
Oh yes, just in case you get trapped here, like you did in the tower with the vampire spawn.
See my 2 arrows? It's fucking you.
Oh yes, very very exhausting having to name all of your arrows the rate at which you go through them.
Yes, I do use a lot, don't I?
Is there a reason why we're talking?
I don't know. It's just pissing me off. Shut up.
I think it's funny.
Fuck's sakes.
Okay, things are pretty quiet down here.
All right, let's see if we could find dead guys. Should be dead guys. Still, we're gonna.
Yeah, you find the cloaker corpse and the Odiug.
Hey, look, it's dead guys. All right, perfect. All right, we're ahead of it. Made by madman. Fucking architect, son of a bitch.
Your running commentary of complaining. All right, you go down to level 3.
All right. It's only been what, like 20 games, but I finally understand how to move around the map mostly. Reading the book for this must have been insane.
It's like none of it's written in a friendly way that kind of go, here's the gist and here's the thing. It's all mixed in together. Like it's an old school 2nd edition
just dump of data.
Yep. Alright, you've reached the fungal room. Let me center us. Okay. Is everyone holding their breath?
Yeah, we gotta hold our breath the way through.
Are we exploring the third level? Or are we going down? Let's reduce the talking for now on. You don't sound like bugbears.
Yeah, we're gonna follow me. We'll just gonna scoot through, and we're gonna go down. I think we're both fighting over the thing. Yeah.
Level 4.
Alright. Do we hear anything? We are stealthing.
Yes. Let me just go and see those monsters from level 3.
Oh, we even left some bugbears alive. They're just hiding in the other room. Just being like, I'm going out there, man. Bullshit.
There's no way, man. Alright, I'm just gonna... How am I gonna do this? I think I need tokens.
We even got scared away from, like, Oscar didn't kill the doppelganger, Oscar. Just left him...
I was gonna mention something that I'm like, yeah, he's in a closet, he's out of sight, out of mind, apparently, and...
no, I remembered, but it was like, we're busy, and it's like... Oh, well.
Oh, that's scary. That's super scary. Okay, so I got one of those. Now I need a white. And a mummy. Okay, and a Rakshasa.
Bring me one of every esoteric monster.
Right, that I'm not even sure if they are all in the book or not, but...
In fact, bring me one of everything that is absolute intellectual property of Wizards of the Coast.
Right.
Bring me a beholder, an eye tyrant, the rickshaws of the Illithid.
You guys have already fought a manticore.
Oh yeah, we beat the living snot out of it.
Yep. And then there is a ogre mage.
And a dragon.
Dragon's gonna be a problem.
Dragon will be a problem.
A fire giant. I got the fire giant.
Yep, also a problem.
Fire giant will be fine. It's big. It hits things. It's giant.
The blue dragon.
Maybe the blue dragon and the fire giant are trying to kill each other right now. On principle.
You blue, me red. We fight.
That's fun.
Well, basically, it's a chaotic evil temple of like centered around the aspect of opposition, and the artifact which would tie everything together is currently in our possession.
Oh.
We're not using it, but we could.
Yeah, you hear two dumb giants talking.
Hey, notice how we're being treated like trolls now? Yeah, All those monsters woke up from their pretty sleep, and now we get to play guard. Yeah, somebody fucked up them trolls, huh? Yeah, they learned how to use fire. Yeah. But the fire giant probably doesn't like trolls. No, trolls don't like the fire giant, stupid. Don't call me stupid!
So Oscar is going to basically lead the group past the hill giants.
Hey,
Just
who that? What? Hey,
yeah, just passing the fuck through. And he's we're just gonna keep moving, and we're gonna just go up the other side of stairs.
You're just gonna go like this? Okay.
We're just gonna walk around up the stairs.
hey, they done with level 1 yet?
Yeah, on level 2.
Did you see it?
Yeah. It's
That thing's wrong, huh? It's gonna come here and pick up the troll corpses, huh? Yeah, we gotta bring the corpses upstairs when it's on level 3. Are we supposed to do that now? Hey, you go bring the corpses upstairs, okay?
yeah, we'll be back for him.
Oh, well, you do it now.
It's not on level 3 yet.
You see, you don't need to do it yet, but we do it now, we don't have to do it later. You get the bugbears to do it.
Give me a deception check.
Come on, go gadget. Is there the +4 bonus? Is that part of the spell?
Yeah, it's part of the spell.
Okay. Oh god, I rolled a 2. 22.
Hey! What's wrong with them?
What's wrong with who?
Something's not right here, huh?
Shadow's making one of them his prey.
Hey, why are you looking at me like that? Get out of here!
Okay, Oscar will scoot him up the stairs, up the other stairs. Go that way?
Yep.
They're scratching their heads like, get out of here, don't want to see you here no more. Yeah, that showed them, yeah.
They're so lovable when they're not eating people.
Alright, so you guys have gone up the stairwell. Oh, you haven't been up here. Okay, so
We have no idea what's over here.
Oh, did Darian ever go meet his fan?
nope.
Oh, he was supposed to go talk to Svedal. That was going to make Oscar so happy.
Dead end.
Is that like that collapse something that we can go through, or is it?
Yeah,
not?
it's kind of open to the this grotto is open to this hallway.
Okay, we'll take a quick peek.
Okay, this is an evil, rotten snail-smelling grotto where the chules
Tools were.
hung out.
Oh, just browse back around here.
Give me a percentile, as the chules may have inadvertently dragged some treasure into the room.
Woohoo! Money! 58.
Let's see. Spread some Gygax love.
Scroll of teleport. And a scroll of phantom steed.
58. I'm gonna copy paste this because it's funny. Just
7 druid spells. There's a 5th in there, but teleport's not a druid spell.
Yep, you find a like a bone scroll tube filled with vellum scrolls on it. They are of the what is it called? Primal tradition.
I'm just putting that note onto the
Okay.
treasure sheet. Okay. Hey. All right.
Nothing is collected to the corpses. They're kind of where you left them.
Well, I think we're gonna have to. Let's see if there's another way down to level 4. Otherwise, we're gonna have to try to kill the fucking giants. We have to fight another.
Well, they
Okay.
asked us to
You
move
look
the
ahead,
bodies.
and you don't notice any statues in that room any longer.
That's less encouraging.
Listen, they said they want us to move the bodies. We could just go past them and get the bodies.
Is this a door?
Maybe.
Do I detect a secret door?
Yeah. Give me a roll.
I'm a dwarf. I'm a dwarf, goddammit. 36, 38.
Yeah, you find a secret door. After some fiddling, it opens up. And you find another secret door that probably leads to this jail cell.
Well, that's close. Let's just go get those guys now.
I was just gonna open up the jail cells. Derek, those people.
Okay. You open up the jail cell, and there's just carnage within, and you see no signs of the little guy.
Oh, he's part of the crew now. He's commandant of one of the companies.
Didn't we kill that guy?
Nope.
Oh, he's still alive.
We just closed the door and went, okay, and Darian. You was trying to send Darian in.
Well, what the fuck happened here?
Well,
Egypt.
Egypt. Yeah, that guy. Well, there was this little guy named Sweetle, and he wanted to talk, and apparently the talking didn't happen. But remember I told you about him?
Don't look now, but I think that Noel's thumb is up that ogre's butt.
I don't believe that's a thumb.
Oh. Ooh.
All right.
You're saying a halfling did this?
Yes. Yeah. An energetic halfling.
Why don't I believe you?
Because you're prejudiced in your views. I can't even take myself serious. Okay, Oscar's going to pick the lock here, so...
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna check the doors that are unfrequented.
Well, first off, you're picking the lock from the back end.
Well, if we can, if not, then we'll just go around. I mean, we know where the.
Yeah. You can. There will be more difficult. You do hear some low conversation on the other side. Sounds like it's in Giantish.
Okay, so we'll go the other way. We'll just because if we think there's a guard or something, we don't want to be coming from the direction of the the obviously incorrect way.
Yep. You can hear some different conversation, but also in Giantish here. Oscar takes a quick peek, and you can see there's an Etten. The door is ajar, and there's another Etten.
Okay.
Hey, what are you doing here? What's going on?
It's on level 2 now.
What is?
Collector.
Oh, yeah.
Making its way down.
I heard them call it an abomination.
Some fancy way to say it.
Yeah. It's an abomination.
The giants on level 4 need help with their trolls. Apparently they're too weak.
We're on guard duty. There's some special prisoners in there. They got a date with Hedrak. Yeah, I hear.
Special prisoners. They taste good.
These ones are not for eating. Stupid bugbear. Give me your deception.
35.
They're not for eating. Apparently, he's missing some of his concubines. Huh.
So they're for the other thing?
Probably not. They're just some stupid naked goblin. Yeah, and some ogre that's too nice. Some bearded man.
What kind of goblin?
A pink one. Pinker than a baby piglet.
Wrinkles his nose. Or he tries to do what he thinks would be wrinkling the nose of the bugbear.
Alright, get enough. Get out of here. For the greater temple.
Greater temple.
Closes the door.
Now...
What's the plan?
Them's are some nasties that got woken up. Yeah, I always liked the look of the blue dragon until it's all slinking around. I hear they breathe storms. When'd you hear that? I also heard it too. I was there, you know. Hey, what are you doing?
I'll just take a look at this door.
Hey, don't go in there. There are ghosts in there.
Okay.
That area is off limits. You should know better.
You got my doors confused. Stab.
That's, okay.
Hey!
Stab.
Why are you stabbing me?
Okay, so effectively there is a temp bonus of 4 for you guys because of the spell, and you're using deception as your initiative. Weird.
Stab.
Okay, let me get the random numbers.
It's the perfect time to kill people in this place because the collectors are just going to collect them all up anyway. It's the evidence disappear machine.
Well, the evidence kind of collected up, and you gotta, yeah. Anyways, all right. Alkur the Black is not on here anymore, but Alkur the White is. Weird.
Oh, I did not update my numbers. So
I don't think it matters. Oscar, you go first. Then it's the Etten, then everyone else.
So how far back is the so Alkur and Ptolemy both have huge boosts to their deception initiative?
Oh, right.
Oh, I didn't upgrade my my sheet.
Yeah, Ptolemy's deception's plus 18.
Right. And Alkur's is plus 16.
Alkur the White knows how to lie.
Yeah, Alkur of all the things knows how to lie.
Nicely done.
He's you know, the
Okay, I will sort. So it's Ptolemy, Alkur, Oscar, then the Etten. Ptolemy sees Oscar pulling out his knife. Yeah, I suppose it's time.
yeah, good run.
Ptolemy's gonna spirit blast the Etten.
It's just I'm got a new spell.
Right, I want to use it. This is a horrible. It's 30
fort
feet
save, which is the
basic
only
fort
negative on it,
save.
but-
Yeah, exactly. There's this torrent of angry spirits that come out of his hand and swirl around. For 16d6 damage plus a bonus equal to, what was it? The level of the spell, I believe.
Or was it your...
Add status damage equal to the level of the spell's level because of dangerous sorcery. So he does 79 points of damage, DC 30, fort save.
Holy shit, son.
Now, do Edens have 2 spirits?
It is a very excellent question. It's
Hey, what happened to you?
Fortitude saves plus 16. There's a good chance it fails.
Critical fail.
It failed. It got a 20. It's a critical fail.
It's failed by 10.
So it takes
36.
158 points of damage.
Oh.
Is it still alive?
No, it dies. It critically failed a spell. It fell down and is dying too. These swarming spirits all go within. There's something vital that drains from both sets of the eyes, and the creature just falls backwards.
Nobody touch him.
Oh my! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Tyrion is not approving of the spell. All right, dying 2.
It is a spell that is... It is not an inherently evil spell.
It
What?
looks pretty damn evil to me. Says Tyrion. Alkur, what are you doing?
That's some good boom right there, indeed. It's a lot of damage. Holy crap.
Alkur is going to listen to see if that other Etten heard.
Yep. They're still here. Like, yeah, it sounds like something's coming.
All right, and we're gonna... We're gonna pull out a scroll and cast lock on that door.
This one? Okay. All right, you use the consumable. You get your hero point.
Yay!
Oscar?
Go take a look at this door.
Okay, it has a lock on it, but it is not locked. There is a windy hallway beyond.
Okay. There might be ghosts down here.
Well, then why are we going down there?
Because there might be a way down.
Oh.
Unless you think you can blow you away. He'll try it. All quiet like.
Hello, Meg. How's it going? I checked out your Twitch channel. Cool. That is a hell of a
Hey.
hell of a handle you got there. I will call you Meg. Oh, is this a?
It's a bot.
It's a bot.
Hello, bot. You should get on Fiverr. That's what you should use.
Yep.
just be on Fiverr.
Yep. I did buy some emotes. The problem we have is we don't have enough emote slots for me to put them in. So I have to wait until some new slots open up before I'll share the new dragon emotes. Cool. The Eden. What does the lock spell do?
It blocks the door.
Hey, get out there!
Target's latch mechanism clicks shut and is held by an unseen magical restraint. You magically lock the target, and it has a athletics or thievery DC equal to your spell DC, or the lock's base DC plus 4, whichever is higher.
Hey, watch out! This isn't funny!
The two Ettins here are calling this Ettin's name Shadow.
Shadow's readying to pray.
Okay.
Well, actually, when's that door open?
Darian steps over and just plunges the answer into the chest of the still breathing Etten.
Alright.
Another corpse for the pile.
Alright then.
Krieger. Got his great sword. He's just waiting.
He's gonna go right there and wait, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bone
Shadow
Crusher.
would have moved over here. Crusher's gonna stab way on this side.
And ready to attack or
Flora.
move mountain stance. You don't have enough ready for ready then.
Move mountain stance. Flurry. Okay, move mountain stance.
Tommy's just gonna move over here. What's going on here? Do you want me to send Squishin for a reconnoiter?
Yeah.
All right.
There's any spooks, you know.
For sure.
Nice one.
Yep. All right, Alkur, the white.
Alright, let me know when you're ready. You might be able to break it down before. Alkur's gonna move. Ready to dismiss the lock.
Okay.
He's gonna wait for Darian to get into position.
Oscar. You think they need you for this?
Not overly. To be perfectly honest.
That spell, I didn't realize I had such power at my fingertips.
I always knew you had power in your fingertips, Ptolemy.
Let me out! The creatures, oh, switch shoulders!
Hold on a second, we're opening the door.
Ah! So they're trying to batter the door down. Does a 22? Probably not.
Nope. It's athletics checks.
Oh, athletics checks, they've got a plus 16. So 32.
Oh, the door's open.
Bang! The lock. Ding! Ah! And then it steps out to see what the fuck's going on, and then there's a bunch of readied actions. As,
I get a reaction, I don't get a readied action.
It stepped out, so no, you don't get a reaction.
That's right.
Step right, okay.
Shadow had a readied.
Shadow
Pray.
had a ready.
Pray?
Pray,
Krieger
and then Krieger has a
belts it.
ready. Yes.
So, Krieger. It's likely a crit.
AC
Looks
21.
He had rolled a 17, and he should be adding 20.
Okay, so
at least
critical.
37. So he does 4d12 plus 14, because he's not raging. Plus 2d6. 55 damage.
Ooh.
And a
Blooding.
fort save.
Blooding the Etten and a fort save. 26.
I believe the creature is not slowed.
Okay, it gets its attack then. It's going to swipe at the person who swiped at him. Hitting AC 30.
The Kriegmeister has an AC of... Holy crap, his AC sucks. It's...
Okay, 19 damage minus his temp hit points or whatever.
Did he rage?
Maybe not. So 19
I
damage.
think he's got DR something? Is there...
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking.
It's Shadow's turn though.
Yeah.
Well, Shadow's gonna tell him,
Krieger, Crusher, armpits.
go chuk chuk.
Okay.
So, good old Shadow is gonna be doing